Good afternoon. It is February 10th, 2026, and today we had on the daily chart it's a doji with a bare body, and we're just running into resistance up here at this 7,000 level is what's happening. Here's the 17,000 tick chart, and this goes along with the theme I was talking about yesterday of anticipating a breakout when the bar on the daily chart is just not close to the average bar of the past several days. So let's see. Let's just say this bar was the average size, high and low. So about 80 points. Let's call it 90 points because I think it's probably larger than that. Well, let me get the ruler out. When we get, I think here, February 10th. Okay, so this would be the low. And let's say we come in right here. This is after the market opens. You only have a 33-point bar. We know that prices are trying to break out either to the high side or the low side. This doesn't look convincing, this breakout to the high side. And so I'm going to be getting short because the risk reward profile is way better going short. Now, one thing to note is that we don't have a gap below the EMA by this point I'm talking about. So that's something you have to consider. But, this doesn't look like a convincing bull breakout above the high. So anyway, let's take a look at the 6,500 tick chart. No, I think we can do 2,700 tick chart. Not a whole lot of volume today. So, this is probably the range right here that I would have drawn. And let's take a look at this. So not a whole lot you could do here, I don't think. I mean, unless you just buy this low. But it doesn't look very clear what's happening yet. So when you do run into resistance up here, I think it's reasonable to sell with a limit order. Um, and you probably want to take profits at around the midline, which you can see people started taking profits. They didn't believe that we would break out to the low side. They thought, I think the computers are anticipating a breakout to the high side. So we get that strong move. I think this is worth getting long on. You get a big bull bar, strong close. It's much larger than any of these other bars, but the follow through is not good. And really, I mean, I'm not crazy about this because you're in the middle of the range. So I mean, I'm about to take that off. So you break out to the high side. People want to see a nice strong move. You get this strong bull bar, then you get a second leg up, and then you get a third leg up. So to me, that's like a an exhaustive buy climax, or at least it looks like I would be anticipating that. And you get confirmation here when it closes out. So could you go short here? You could consider it. I mean, we're overdue to correct back to the EMA. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 16th bar above the EMA, and there's so much space back that I think it's worth considering. It breaks back into the range, tries to go higher again, boom. And when this thing is just not forcibly breaking out, that's when you at least got to consider this daily chart and think, hey, maybe we're going to get a measured move to the downside. So I think you want to, oh, right. How'd you pause the video? Not sure where I was at. I think I was talking about this breakout. It just looks weak. So look, buy climax, uh, exhaustion when it crosses I would say at the opening of this bar, exhaustion, buy climax, exhaustion, buy climax, exhaustion. So man, you can fade this thing. I think we have a gap below the EMA now. So yeah, I think you can fade this thing. You can see this is a bear channel. So we get some like failed breakouts, but they kind of look like an overshoot and leads to a break. Um, and it comes back up here, and this kind of looks like a bull channel. And so maybe, and if you still want to fade it, maybe you sell up here. Uh, but that's not the easiest thing to sell because we got two strong bull bars right here, and the bear breakout just didn't succeed very clearly yet. And then you get the bear breakout that's very strong, goes down here, and eventually breaks lower. And there's just not a whole lot of conviction for me down here for going either way. So that's how I saw it today. Um, there's one last look at it. Um, the weekly chart or weekly bar is still looking rather small, so um, we could get some movement upward or downward to make this bar a little larger. Not sure, but we'll wait and see. I'll be back tomorrow.